Let's start with the humble beginnings of Annie Chancel. Born in Créteil, the girl who would later become known as Sheila grew up in a modest family. Her father worked as a candy seller at local markets, and Annie's childhood was filled with the colorful images of market stalls. Initially, her dreams had nothing to do with music. Annie dreamed of becoming a circus performer or a professional horse rider. However, when she began learning piano and music theory at the age of 8, Annie quickly realized that her true passion lay in music. During her adolescence, she studied accounting, helped her parents sell candy at the market, and often sang in front of the family stall, delighting customers with her voice. Her pure and clear voice quickly drew attention, and people began to call her radio because of her habit of singing constantly. In the early 1960s, Annie joined a rock group called the Guitars Brothers. She quickly caught the public's attention thanks to her unique voice and captivating performance style. This talent led her to meet Claude Carrère, an ambitious and shrewd music producer. Carrère recognized Annie's potential and persuaded her parents to sign an exclusive contract, thus paving the way for the young woman's career. One of Carrère's first decisions was to choose a stage name for Annie. Inspired by the song Sheila by Tommy Rowe, he decided to give her that name. From then on, Sheila officially entered the music world as a rising star. Despite her natural talent and magnetic charm, Sheila had to face enormous pressure from the music industry. As a young woman, she was easily manipulated by Claude Carrère. He controlled not only her entire career, but also put commercial interests ahead of her health and happiness. In the early years of her career, Sheila had no control over her musical products. Carrère made all the decisions, from the songs she recorded to her concert schedule. This exploitation led Sheila to exhaustion. She confided in an interview with Marianne magazine, "I was exploited. I could not stand the producer's pressure. When I sang in Rouen at 18, I collapsed and had to be hospitalized. At the time, I weighed only 45 kilograms." Carrère realized that keeping Sheila in the studio would bring more profit than sending her on tour. Rather than allowing her to shine on stage as she had hoped, Sheila was confined to recording contracts, becoming a cash cow for her producer. She admitted on the show Quotidien, "He signed all the songs. I was just a goose that laid golden eggs." Despite the challenges and control, Sheila managed to shine thanks to her exceptional talent and determination. With her unique voice and inimitable style, she produced hits like L'école est finie and Les Rois Mages. But behind the shimmer and fame were struggles that only Sheila truly understood. Sheila's story is not just that of an ordinary girl who became a star, but also a testimony of strength and resilience in the face of injustice within the entertainment industry. Today, Sheila is remembered not only as a musical icon, but also as a woman who dared to stand up against those who once manipulated her. Now let's look at the evolution of a musical icon. With the dawn of the 1970s, Sheila found herself facing a music industry in full transformation. The rise of new genres and changing musical trends forced artists like her to constantly evolve to stay relevant. Sheila quickly adapted, moving from her iconic yeah-yeah sound to a more sophisticated style tinged with rock that would solidify her place in the constantly evolving music scene. In 1979, Sheila took a bold step with the release of Spacer, an album that marked a significant departure from her previous works. Collaborating with Nile Rodgers, a member of the famous group Chic, Sheila ventured into the territories of disco and funk. The album was a true revolution, demonstrating her ability to blend contemporary musical trends with her signature style. The title track Spacer became one of her greatest hits, not only in France but also internationally, allowing her to establish herself on the global music scene. Its funky bass line and catchy rhythm made it an anthem of the disco era. Beyond the music, Sheila's image also evolved. Gone was the innocent schoolgirl era of her beginnings, replaced by a glamorous and confident woman who adopted a more mature and modern personality. This transformation reflected the changing dynamics of the music industry and ensured Sheila remained at the forefront of popular culture. Her career continued to thrive throughout the 1980s and 1990s. Sheila's reinvention was the key to her lasting success. As musical tastes evolved, she experimented with different styles, from pop to disco to rock. This versatility allowed her to maintain a loyal audience while attracting new listeners. Sheila and Be Devotion, an album from the 1980s, included the hit Your Love Is Good For Me, and cemented her status as a musical chameleon. But Sheila's impact was not limited to her recordings. She became an essential figure on French television, appearing frequently in musical and variety shows. Her charm, elegance, and professionalism made her a public favorite, further consolidating her position as a beloved cultural icon. By the 2000s, Sheila had transcended her pop star roots to become a music legend. Her legacy as a pioneer of French pop was firmly established, and her influence on subsequent generations of artists was undeniable. Sheila's story is not just one of musical triumph, it is also a narrative of resilience. Throughout her career, she faced numerous challenges, from personal tragedies to the complexities of her relationship with her former producer. Yet through it all, Sheila's determination continued to thrive, and her evolution kept her at the top of her craft. Today, she is celebrated not only for her musical achievements, but also for her ability to overcome obstacles and remain a relevant force in the industry. Sheila's legacy continues to inspire and resonate, making her an enduring icon of the music world. Here is the story of the rumor that Sheila was a man and her heartbreak that never healed. At only 18, Sheila, born Annie Chancel, reached the peak of fame with her hit L'école est finie. However, alongside the spotlight of success, she had to face a horrible rumor that would haunt her for decades. She was not a woman, but a man. This baseless gossip became a true nightmare for Sheila, constantly lurking in the shadows of her career and personal life. In April 1964, during a performance in Rouen, Sheila collapsed on stage. The overwhelming pressure of fame combined with an exhausting schedule had left her physically drained. She was diagnosed with severe anemia and had to undergo hormonal treatment to treat her condition, which altered the timbre of her voice, giving it a deeper tone. But what should have been a personal health issue turned into fuel for malicious rumors. The rumor that Sheila was actually a man emerged from the dark corners of the music industry, perhaps even from her own producer, Claude Carrère. The gossip spread quickly, fueled by tabloids, and soon the public began to scrutinize every detail of her appearance and voice. Sheila's life turned into a nightmare, her very identity being questioned. This cruel rumor took a huge toll not only on Sheila's career, but also on her family. In an interview on Marc-Olivier Fogiel's couch, Sheila recounted with tears in her eyes, "I had to stay home, crying endlessly, wondering what to do now. My parents were too afraid to go out because they didn't want to face people." The malicious rumors persisted for years, eroding not only Sheila's public image, but also her emotional well-being. She did everything she could to prove her femininity, but the rumors only grew, especially after her marriage and the birth of her child. In 1975, Sheila gave birth to her son, Ludovic, the fruit of her relationship with singer Ringo. Instead of celebrating the birth of her child, the public invented even stranger stories. The hospital midwives were accused of faking the delivery to hide Sheila's true gender. Sheila remembered the pain of these accusations, stating, "They asked me how much I had paid to say the child was mine. They claimed I had adopted him in Switzerland and used a saline bag to simulate a pregnancy. How could I not be hurt by that? It destroyed my life." Despite the incessant rumors, Sheila's professional career continued to thrive. She remained one of the most influential figures in French music, with a career spanning over 6 decades. With more than 70 million records sold worldwide, she became a symbol of the French music scene, earning respect and admiration for her talent and perseverance. Yet the emotional scars left by the rumors persisted, and they continued to haunt her long after the public's attention had moved to other subjects. At 79, Sheila finally opened her heart about the impact the rumors had on her. During an interview to promote her 27th album, she admitted that the pain she had endured during her career had ultimately made her stronger, but she also recognized that the damage inflicted on her spirit remained, stating, "It left deep wounds in my soul." The accusations, though unfounded, had an impact on Sheila's peace of mind and the joy she could have felt in her success. Yet, despite all the pain, she moved forward, continuing to make music that touched the hearts of millions. She built an unparalleled legacy in the music world, but the emotional cost was high, and the ghosts of the past never completely faded. Sheila's story is a powerful reminder of the harshness and cruelty that public figures often face, particularly when they are victims of rumors and gossip. While the world may move on, for Sheila, the emotional wounds left by those early years have never healed. Yet she remains a testament to resilience, proving that even in the face of overwhelming adversity, one can rise and continue to shine. Let's explore Sheila's romantic journey through divorce, remarriage, and a special friendship. Sheila, known not only for her captivating voice but also for her remarkable life, went through a series of significant relationships, each leaving a lasting mark. From her tumultuous marriage with Ringo to her relationship with Yves Martin and her special friendship with musician Nile Rodgers, every chapter of Sheila's life is worth remembering. In 1973, Sheila married Guy Bale, better known by his stage name Ringo, a singer who was a popular figure on the music scene at the time. The couple quickly became a symbol of love and musical success in the 1970s. Their collaboration on the song Les Gondoles à Venise became an anthem representing their relationship and musical bond. Their harmonious presence on stage made the public believe they were the perfect couple. However, the reality behind this sparkling facade was much more complex. Their 6-year marriage, which seemed like a fairy tale to the public, was far from perfect. In 1979, Sheila and Ringo shocked their fans by announcing an unexpected divorce. In her autobiography, Ne vous fiez pas aux apparences, Sheila spoke openly about this separation, revealing, "I haven't seen my husband since 1979, but I have neither hate nor anger. I simply have nothing more to say to him. I can't talk about our marriage because for me it's over, even without nostalgia." The divorce did not just mark the end of a relationship, it left Sheila with deep emotional scars. She distanced herself completely from Ringo, focusing on her career and seeking peace after years of emotional turbulence. The post-divorce period was painful for Sheila, but she began the healing process by turning her attention toward her professional fulfillment. Shortly after the divorce, Sheila found a new source of happiness in Yves Martin, a singer and music producer. Yves became not only her life partner, but also a significant influence on Sheila's musical career. Thanks to his support, Sheila's sound evolved toward a more mature and diversified style, marking a turning point in her musical journey. Yves Martin played a crucial role in the new direction of her music, helping her experiment with different genres and reach greater artistic depth. Unfortunately, life brought another challenge to Sheila when Yves Martin faced serious health problems. In 2016, he suffered 2 consecutive strokes that left him with lasting after effects, requiring him to live in a nursing home. Despite this heartbreaking situation, Sheila remained a devoted caregiver, staying by his side during these difficult times. Her dedication to him during this period showed her unwavering love and loyalty. In 2024, Yves Martin passed away, ending an important chapter in Sheila's life. Reflecting on this loss, Sheila shared, "It was a difficult period, but I never abandoned him. He was an important part of my life, and I will always cherish that." The grief of losing Yves was immense, but Sheila continued to honor the bond they had shared. Despite the pain, she focused on preserving the memory of their time together and the love they had for each other. In addition to these romantic relationships, Sheila also maintained a special connection with Nile Rodgers, the world-renowned musician and member of the group Chic. In 1980, Nile collaborated with Sheila on the production of her album King of the World, a key moment in her musical career. Nile encouraged Sheila to move from her traditional yay-yay singer image to a more rock and roll persona, a change that would profoundly influence her career. The song Spacer from the album became one of Sheila's greatest hits, propelling her international career. Beyond their professional partnership, Nile Rodgers became a longtime friend and a source of inspiration for Sheila. She once confided to Le Parisien, "We have never been apart. When we played at Salle Pleyel 2 years ago, he cried when we finished Spacer and said, 'She changed my life.' But in reality, it was also him who changed mine." Their relationship illustrates a pure and deep bond based on respect, artistic collaboration, and a lasting friendship that transcended time and distance. Nile was not just a musical partner, but also a constant presence in Sheila's life, offering her emotional support and encouragement throughout her career. Their connection is a testament to the power of friendship and collaboration, illustrating the importance of having strong relationships in the music industry where personal and professional lives often intersect. Through all the trials, Sheila's love life and relationships have been essential to her identity. From the heights of her passionate love with Ringo, to the deep complicity and artistic partnership with Eve Martin, and the lasting friendship with Nile Rodgers, Sheila has navigated these relationships with grace and resilience. Each chapter of her love story has shaped not only the artist she is, but also the person she has become, with experiences that transformed her into the iconic figure she is today. Sheila's journey through love, loss, and personal growth reflects her strength and determination. Despite the challenges and trials she encountered, she remains a beloved figure in the music world, and her personal story continues to resonate with many. Her ability to love deeply, whether it be romantic or platonic love, and to maintain those bonds despite life's trials is a testament to her indomitable spirit and deep emotional capacity. Finally, we examine Sheila and her tumultuous relationship with her son and the pain of losing Ludovic Chancel. One of the greatest sorrows of Sheila's life was the loss of her only son, Ludovic Chancel, in July 2017. This tragedy marked the end of a complex mother-son relationship filled with love, misunderstandings, and deep emotional scars. Ludovic Chancel, born in 1975, was the son of Sheila and her first husband, Ringo. As the child of a famous couple, Ludovic was thrust into the spotlight from a very young age, constantly scrutinized by the media. However, behind the glamour, the mother-son relationship was marked by tension. As a child, Ludovic often felt abandoned. Sheila, overwhelmed by her busy schedule and the pressures of fame, could not devote as much time to her son as she would have liked. Ludovic had shared on the show Tout le monde en parle. "When I was little, I didn't understand why my mother worked so much. I felt like she didn't show me enough affection." These emotions were expressed more deeply in Ludovic's autobiography, Fils Day, which revealed the complexities of their relationship. The book revealed his dissatisfaction with growing up in a famous family while feeling emotionally disconnected from his mother. Despite the conflicts, Ludovic still harbored love for Sheila. In 2015, he had posted a sincere birthday message for her on Facebook. "She will always be my mommy. I wish her health, love, peace, and all the best for the future. And I just want to end with a few words. I love you, Mom." This message, despite the persistent tensions, reflected the deep affection Ludovic felt for Sheila, even if many misunderstandings remained unresolved between them. In July 2017, Ludovic Chancel died at the age of 42, leaving a void that can never be filled in Sheila's heart. His death was reportedly due to a drug overdose, although the exact cause remains subject to speculation. As a mother facing the unimaginable pain of losing her child, Sheila had shared in an interview, "As soon as I speak, I feel like Ludo is still near me. I feel him. After such a tragedy, you have to stay strong. He wouldn't want to see me collapse." Sheila had also admitted that her belief in reincarnation helped her cope with the immense pain. She expressed, "I believe in reincarnation. It helps me a lot." Although Ludovic's death was a devastating shock, Sheila found ways to move forward, keeping his memory alive in her heart. After Ludovic's passing, Sheila made a determined effort to find balance in her life. She later shared that this loss had completely transformed her, but that she continued to live for her remaining loved ones and for herself. "Being a mom is not an easy journey, but I will always love my son. I just hope Ludovic is at peace wherever he is now." Currently, Sheila is focusing on her musical career and seeking inner peace. Although the pain of losing Ludovic is still present, she continues to perform and share with the public the story of her resilience in the face of life's greatest tragedies. Sheila has always captivated the public with her incredible talent and enigmatic personality. But there is one thing she kept hidden for years until now. For decades, fans speculated, wondering about the truth behind her career, her personal life, and what truly shaped the legendary artist she is today. But at 79, Sheila has finally opened up in a way no one expected. Can you think of a moment or a song that made you fall in love with her music? What do you think she kept to herself all these years? Stay with us to discover the secrets she has kept. If this story changed the way you look at the legends of the stage and the hidden struggles behind the spotlight, please subscribe to our channel. We are uncovering the history that they tried to bury. Let's honor the past and plant the seeds for the future. The next treasure of history will be revealed soon. Like and follow for more exclusive updates.